everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do 3 looks with a new palette of mine. This is kind of a first impressions video, but I did recently test out GlossGods a few weeks ago, and I put in another order like I said I would, and they came out with a new palette, which is What's Your Power? They came out with a palette, but they also had a bundle with it where you get 4 different water active liners and also an eyeshadow base. So I decided to go with the bundle when I went back on the website to buy everything. I don't know why, but I did. Unfortunately, I didn't get the eye primer base. They did forget to ship that, but they sent me an email before I even got the first package. They sent me an email saying, so sorry, we forgot to ship this. We're going to send it out. So they have sent it out. I just haven't yet tried that yet. So all of the looks I've tried with hasn't been with their own eyeshadow primer, which comes in the bundle, but I have been using my Beauty Bay eyeshadow base, and honestly it's been working fine. So like I said, you get 4 different water activated liners. I am not a graphic liner person. I've never actually tried to do graphic liner. The only time that I did try to do it is with eyeshadow and never actually with the water activated liners, but I think these are a lot of fun. So I've done 3 looks. 2 of the looks I actually did use the graphic liners. Today I just decided not to. So we've got this one, which is Ambitious and Courageous, which is a really beautiful green and blue. I did test this one out, so that one I have tried. Honestly, I felt like they were all fine. I just don't have a lot of brushes to use. I literally have just one brush that I could possibly use. This is another one. This is the Powerful and Valuable one, where you've got that pink and the orange. I tried the orange, I haven't tried the pink. Then we've got this one, which is Proud and Happy, and this is another blue-green. I feel like these 2, out of all of them, I mean, it doesn't really matter because they're all different colors, but I would have preferred a little bit of variation between these 2. I think that obviously this is a green and a blue, and this one pops, and I feel like these colors are much more interesting than these colors. So to be honest, they could have probably just done the 3 instead of the 4, because I don't see the reason for this one, but I have it. It's also one of the ones I didn't try. And then I've got this one, which is a purple and a neon yellow. And yeah, that one's a lot of fun. I could have done it today. Obviously, it's beautiful for today, but I wanted to do a makeup look today that I could wear. And I think the first graphic liner look I did was fun, and it's, you know, it's wearable. The second one, not so much. You'll have to just wait and see how that looks. But let's look at the palette, shall we, before we get into that. I have done some swatches on my arm, but let me just show you the palette first. I think I have used or tried all of the shades at this point now, so I have a pretty good understanding. Let me just flip it up so you can see that. But you have a good selection of mattes and shimmer. I think slightly more shimmer than mattes, which is good for me because that's what I prefer. I also think that the formula of GlossGods, if you're buying from them, you kind of are buying for those beautiful shimmers. The mattes are just okay, I think. I don't think there's anything wrong with these particular mattes. Tested 2 palettes of theirs so far, the new neutrals and this one. I know in the new neutrals the mattes were fine. I think in this one they're a little bit on the thinner side, but it's because they are more pastel leaning, and so you do have to like pack them on quite a bit to get the pigment, which I would expect. So I wasn't disappointed with the mattes at all, but I also wasn't blown away. I just felt like it was just a thin formula that you have to pack on. I will say that the wear time of my first 2 looks, obviously I haven't worn this one very long, so I don't know, but my first 2 looks, the wear time was great. None of the pigment washed off my lids, so I really enjoyed that, because a lot of the time, especially shimmers and metallics like this, they basically crease at my lids. And because I wasn't using their eyeshadow like primer based and just using the Beauty Bay one, I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe it won't work out that well, but actually it worked fine. So if you don't, you know, pick up their eyeshadow base, but you have your own, I'm sure it works fine too. But I'm excited to try out their base when it does arrive. Anyway, let's get on to the metallics, the shimmers. The shimmers are beautiful. You've got some gorgeous shades here as well. You've got this beautiful lilac, which has also got some pink and some blue to it. That's what I have on my lids today. You've also got this shade, which is Valuable. This is, I would say, one of the shades, maybe There's a few shimmers in here that have quite a good base to it, and I would say that is definitely one of them. Some of them are a little bit on the sheerer side, like more like topper shades than others, but this one, it definitely has a base to it. And you've got these gorgeous blues and greens down at the bottom here as well. So I had a lot of fun. Let's get into my first couple looks. Actually, my 3 looks. I don't know why I said couple, but and you can just watch me, you know, play around with it, look at it. Obviously, you've seen those swatches by now, so you can kind of see how it looks. But yeah, some of these are duochromes. I want to say some of them are multi-chromes, maybe not, but they are absolutely gorgeous shades. And I don't think when you look at the palette, you kind of realize that. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful palette, but you don't really see the flips when you look at it like that. But definitely when I swatched it, I did. But anyway, let's have a look. Let's look into my my 3 different looks that I created for you, and I'll be right back. All right, because I'm all bright, I think I might pop in. Oh my gosh, look at these down here. They are so bright. I might go into these colors just to sort of match what I'm wearing. Go in. This one is Curious. So this palette is really sweet because it's like, what's your power? And then there's all of these really lovely, I don't know, I guess inspiring names here. So there's unapologetic, brilliant, valuable, optimistic, inspiring, ambitious, powerful, courageous, honest, bold, kind, and curious. And I thought that was really nice. Actually, that's a really nice concept. So I'm just thinking, what is my special power? In the terms of here, I think I would say I'm pretty honest and pretty bold. Maybe bold is the word. Yeah, maybe I'll go with bold, and I don't know about the other ones because I don't know if I really am those. So this is a lot pinker than I thought. I thought this was going to be more of a peach, but this is very, very pink, which is fine by me. To be honest, when I swatched the mattes, I didn't really have too much opinion on them, other than they were a little bit on the weaker side, but this one is working fine. It might just be maybe the blues and greens down here that were a little light, but to be honest, I mean, sometimes when you swatch something, it doesn't mean it's going to perform like that. So powerful is this beautiful orange, and then valuable is this. Ooh, I really do want to go into, maybe I'll go into brilliant, which is, on the surface it looks like a purple, but when I swatched it had a lot of blue to it. I might go in with these colors. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go in with valuable, and I'm gonna put that over here. They're pretty thin, like the formula is pretty thin. They're not heavy on the eyes at all. I'm going in with powerful now. But they really do shine. It's pretty. It's come off, but that's like the undertone of it. Very pleased with this so far, as I am with the other GlossGods. I mean, that's why I went back and I bought more. They got me. They certainly got me. All right, I think in the middle I'm going to go in with Brilliant, which is this lilac periwinkle. Oh, beautiful. They don't feel soft when you touch them, but on the eyes they end up looking very like melted metal liquid, like molten metal, you know, like just yummy deliciousness. I mean, at least that's what I'm seeing. I don't know if that's what you're seeing on camera, but that's what I'm seeing, that's what I'm feeling. So all right, I think I'm gonna go in with this one because I want to use the green. I think the green would be fun if it's this color green. So this one is called Ambitious and Courageous. I'm not sure which one is ambitious or courageous, but yeah, I'm going to try this. We will see what happens. Alright, I've decided to, I got rid of it on the the bottom because it wasn't working. We go on the blue because I kind of want to have a little bit of a blue on either side. You can see that I am just a mess with this though. It's not clean. And I think I just don't have a good brush for it. If I'm being completely honest, this is the only one I have. So, you know, I just have to make do with what I have. Alright, I put a little bit of concealer on. I want to go in with, I think this shade, right? I think I want to go, oh no, the blue. I think I want to go in with this one in my inner corner. Right, there is the final look. I went for a very like bubblegum pink lipstick. And I think it's a lot of fun. I'm very happy about it. I can't wait to test out more of those like blues and greens in the palette because they look so beautiful. And I might do the opposite. I might do like a blue-green like on the lid, and then I will probably go in with this one as a liner, just like add something a little bit different. But yeah, as my first time with water active liner, I mean, I think I just gotta be bold and just do it, you know. I can't be afraid because that's when you like just make it worse and worse and worse. But yeah, let's get into my second look. This was a lot of fun. Hi, so it is the, oh yes, I know. Alright, so I'm gonna do my second look. I have my little helper, you can't really see him, he's off screen. He's not tall enough. Right, you're gonna help me today. We're gonna do a second look of the What's Your Power. For many hours now, and I just wiped off what I had on my eyes that I did in the morning, and I just got home and I thought, well, let's do another look with this because I'm gonna be outside. So yeah, last time obviously I went in and did a beautiful, more like pinky with a little bit of orange. So I want to touch these down here, maybe even the yellow as well. But then also use potentially this one, it kind of matches what I'm wearing, or this one with the bright yellow. I'm not entirely sure, maybe both. I'm gonna go in with Bold, which is this green matte over here. It's pastel green, so I'm just going to pack it on and hopefully I get enough pigment. They're very thin, these mattes, but honestly I don't mind as long as they perform. Oh, and actually the wearability of the other look that I had was spot on. Even the pop of blue in the inner corner, it never washed away, obviously, until I took the makeup off. It actually lasted a long time, and the liners lasted a long time too, because I did wear it for several hours. And then I had to have something a little bit more wearable in public, I would say, and so I wiped it off. But yeah, it definitely, I want to say it lasted a good, how long did I wear it? Maybe 4 hours or so. Obviously didn't wear it all day, so who knows if it can last in like an 8-hour day. I'm gonna say hello. You got your ball? Yeah? Ooh. He's got like marker all over him. So this one, very similar to the green. You kind of just need to keep adding it on. So I'm going to go in with Kind, which is this bright blue, but obviously it has that flip. I might go into all three of these just to see the difference, but I definitely want to go into this one first. You can see, obviously, it has a really beautiful green to it too, so it's like a mermaid shade. That just reminds me of a mermaid. Alright, I'm going to go in with this one, which is called Honest now, and I'm going to see how different that is. It's obviously, I think, a little bit more green. Oh, it's got some yellow to it, okay. But they're quite similar, just one has more of that turquoisey color, and this one's more of a greeny yellow. I think I'm going to go in with Inspiring because it has a little bit of flip of purple, and I think I want to put a little bit here, or maybe not. What does this just is just another green, but it does have purple to it, but where would I put it? Maybe not there, but I've done it now. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I would encourage you not to look at it in too much detail because these are very, very messy flowers. Yeah, these are not really flowers, but just wanted to have a little bit of fun. And yeah, I popped on some very vibrant lipstick. Alright, here's look number 3. I'm going to go in with Unapologetic. I think I'm going to do the purples with some yellow. I've got a yellow, well you can't see it yet, but I've got a yellow top on. I'm going to do a little bit of yellow, but I'm just going to go in with this matte purple first. Have a little play around. I don't think I'm going to use any liners this time because I did have fun with them, but I think today I just want to do one of my normal Gabby looks. But yeah, even with the second look, the wear time for those shimmers, usually shimmers crease on me, obviously at the lid, like where I actually crease, and then not creasing, so that's good. I quite like that. That's a nice little change. They actually look nice at the end of the day when I'm taking my makeup off. And that's been twice now, so I imagine today will be no different to that. Definitely have to like kind of build this up. The mattes aren't super pigmented. Alright, so we're going to go into Brilliant, which I did use in my first look, but I kind of want to use it again. It's a really beautiful purple. It's got some pink to it, a little bit of blue, and this is the final look. I just kept it really, really simple and light, but I like it. Alright, there you have it. Those are the 3 looks. So definitely try to obviously lean into the more like orange pink, then the blues and greens, and then this last look with the yellow and purple. I was going to leave it with 2 looks, but I honestly wanted to test out the yellow. I just wanted to have a yellow look, and I'm wearing this top and I thought it just works perfectly, and I hadn't really filmed like an intro outro. So yeah, that kind of works out. I really like this palette. I am going to be testing out more of GlossGods palettes because when I bought this bundle, I ended up buying more of their palettes. So I actually do have a few more of their palettes in my collection. I don't know if I'll do dedicated videos of them. This is obviously like a brand new palette, so I thought let's do a dedicated video. Some people might be humming and ahhing if they want to buy it or not. But honestly, I'm really like pleased with it, and I think it's I think the shades are really beautiful. Now, if you already have these shades in your collection, do you need this? I'm not so sure. For me, I don't have a lot of bright, fun, colorful shades like this. I'm going to be honest with you, especially like these blues and greens down here. I don't have a huge amount of those. I have a lot of grungy greens, but you know, these metallic shades where they're actually really special. The only one I can think of is my Pastel Roses, but these are different to that one because that leans in very yellowish. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, like this has got a little bit of flip of yellow, but it has tons of blue to it, just hard to see, and obviously green. And then this is just a different type of blue. It's absolutely stunning. This one is a little bit different. The green is not as punchy, and it has purple to it, but I have to admit, I actually didn't do like a proper look with that one. I tried to see what it would look like with these, and it's just a different green. It doesn't really blend with these. So I think this one I should have tried maybe with the purples or just on its own. I need to test that one out, or maybe with the yellow. But there's plenty of variations that I still need to play around with. I just think all of the shades are so stunning, and it's hard to know like what the flip is because it's not noticeable until you like kind of swatch it, in my view. But yeah, I'm really excited about just playing around with all their other palettes. I'm excited about finding this brand, and I didn't have to pay for shipping because I kind of spent too much money with them. So I got free shipping, which is good, but I also didn't have to pay for customs, and I've been spending so much money on customs. It's been burning me so much, and I've not been enjoying that, and I've really like not been enjoying spending huge obscene amounts of money on just customs. Some of the customs, when I have to some of the time I am spending the same amount of money on customs as the product itself, just from the UK. Like if I buy from the UK, and sometimes things don't go through customs, other times, most of the time, I get unlucky and everything it goes through customs, even Amazon orders, which shouldn't necessarily, but they do. There's a lot of things that get stuck in customs, and I have spent so much money just getting it out of customs because obviously I don't want to lose that product. And actually there's been a couple of times when I haven't paid it on time, and I end up not getting my product, which is really, really annoying. But anyway, I don't have to pay for customs with this, so that's really exciting. That's really cool. Obviously beautiful Swedish brand. I'm really happy to have tested them out, and hopefully this video is helpful if you want to test them out. At the time that I purchased all the palettes that I have now, they did have a 10% discount across the board on their website. At the time that I'm filming this and I post this, I don't know if that's still the case. So I was able to get like a good discount on everything that I purchased because my total was pretty high. So 10% normally is nothing, but in my case, it actually ended up being a pretty decent discount, which I appreciate. And then the fact, yeah, I didn't have to pay anything on top of the final price. I actually probably ended up paying the same amount of money on all of this versus something if I would have bought something in the US or UK and totaled up all the customs and the shipping and everything. So it turns out pretty much the same, but I feel like I've ended up, getting product that I kind of like. And yeah, with the water activated liners, I can't really compare them to anything, just so, if you've already got a lot in your collection, I don't know if you would really need to test these ones out. But if you like the fun colors, like I think these two, actually, yeah, like I said, I think these three are really fun. This one I just don't think is all that necessary. So had they had just these three in the bundle, I think it would have been absolutely fine because you have all of the shades that you would need with the looks that you would create. But now that I have these in my collection, I'm just going to try to play around and have a little bit more fun with graphic liners. I do, however, need to get some eye brushes for those because I do not have any. I just have the one which I showed you, and it's very frayed. I have washed all of my brushes now, which I'm very excited about. I did that yesterday. So I don't know, I might dabble in some graphic liners here or there, but otherwise, yeah, I really enjoyed this. I can't wait to get stuck into more items from GlossGods. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you are interested in the brand, let me know if you're going to test it out. I think it just depends on what type of collection you have, to be honest, because I have the neutral palette, I have this palette, and then I've bought a bunch of other colourful palettes from them. They do look like they have some stunning palettes and stunning shades in those, so I can't wait to have some fun with it. And for me, it's kind of new because I don't have that many like indie brands in my collection, so it is what it is. Thank you so much. I'll see you all next time. Bye.